HBO's highly anticipated series adaptation of the popular game franchise The Last of Us continues to receive even more hype as the show's release approaches, and for today's episode, we'll be letting you in on The Last of Us character posters as it introduces the show's post-apocalyptic ensemble. So without further ado, let's take a look at The Last of Us character posters as they introduce the show's post-apocalyptic cast. Survivors doing their best and sometimes their worst during a zombie apocalypse is the genre that will never die. The Last of Us PlayStation games from Naughty Dog have a particularly compelling take on the story, which is why the show will soon be moving to HBO Max. Several new posters have given us close-up shots of the main characters today. The Mandalorian's Pedro Pascal portrays Joel, a man seeking redemption in a world plagued by clickers, the series' term for people who have transformed into monsters as a result of the global outbreak of the Cordyceps Brain Infection. The adaptation will be released on January 15th. He is tasked with safeguarding Ellie, a young girl played by Bella Ramsey, a Game of Thrones co-star. Is that somewhat comparable to his performance in The Mandalorian? Maybe, but don't be mean about it. Allow Pedro Pascal to play dad in any genre or franchise he chooses. For starters, we have Pedro Pascal as Joel. Although Pedro Pascal's poster depicts a grimy post-apocalyptic scene, at least this time he doesn't have a helmet that obscures his face. Before becoming well known for his roles as Oberyn Martell on the 4th season of the HBO's fantasy series Game of Thrones and Javier P. on Netflix's biographical crime series Narco, the actor began his career as a guest star on many different television shows. Next, we have Bella Ramsey as Ellie. Like Pascal, Bella Ramsey looks somewhat grimy in her dystopian show debut. After portraying yet another badass role in yet another hit HBO series, this is her first big break. The actress is best known for her roles as Mildred Hubble in the 2017 CBBC television series The Worst Witch and Lyanna Mormont, a young noblewoman, in the fantasy television series Game of Thrones, which aired on HBO. In the Netflix animated series Hilda, Ramsey currently plays the title role. Continuing with the list, we have Nick Offerman as Bill. This time, we'll be seeing a different handyman as Nick Offerman takes on the role of Bill in the series. This American actor, comedian, writer, producer, and carpenter is best known for his role as Ron Swanson on the NBC sitcom Parks and Recreation. For that role, he won the Television Critics Association Award for Individual Achievement in Comedy, and he was twice nominated for the Critics' Choice Television Award for Best Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series. Nick Offerman is also known for writing comedy plays. Moving forward to the next cast member, we have Storm Reed as Riley. In The Last of Us, Storm Reed faces clickers as Riley, who probably isn't quite so frightening as her Euphoria co-stars. This American actress made her acting debut in the period drama 12 Years a Slave 2013, after landing a small role in the television movie Across to Bear 2012. Her breakthrough came with the fantasy film A Wrinkle in Time 2018, for which she was nominated for the Teen Choice Award for Choice Fantasy Movie Actress and the NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Breakthrough Role in a Motion Picture. Her starring role in the superhero film Slight 2016 brought her recognition. Then we also have Nico Parker as Sarah. Nico Parker, who has appeared in Reminisce and Westworld alongside her mother, Thandiwe Newton, plays Sarah in the series. This English actress is the daughter of film director and screenwriter Ol Parker and actress Thandiwe Newton. She made her acting debut in the Tim Burton-directed Walt Disney Pictures film Dumbo as Millie Ferrier. Continuing with the list, we have Lamar Johnson as Henry. Then for the role of Henry, we have the Canadian actor and dancer Lamar Johnson. This 28-year-old is also recognized for his appearances as West in the dance drama The Next Step, as Seven Carter in the American drama film The Hate You Give, and as Charlie in All the Bright Places. Next, there's Murray Bartlett as Frank. Portraying the role of Frank in the series is none other than the Australian actor Murray Bartlett. This 51-year-old's jobs include Dominic Dom Basiluzzo in the HBO parody show series Looking, Michael Mouse Tolliver in the Netflix recovery of Stories of the City, and Armand in the HBO parody satire series The White Lotus, for which he won the Early Evening Emmy grant for Exceptional Supporting Entertainer in a restricted or compilation series or film. The next character on the list is Tess, who is portrayed by Anna Torv. This Australian actress is best known for her role as FBI agent Olivia Dunham on the Fox science fiction series Fringe. For that role, she was nominated for the Critics' Choice Television Award for Best Actress in a Drama Series and won 4 Saturn Awards for Best Actress on Television. Before landing the role of Tess, this actress was best known for her performance. Additionally, she also played Wendy Carr in the Netflix crime drama Mindhunter. Then we have Gabriel Luna as Tommy. American entertainer and producer Gabriel Luna is referred to for his jobs as Robbie Reyes/Phantom Rider on the ABC Activity Hero series Wonders, representatives of S.H.I.E.L.D., set in the Wonder realistic universe, and Tony Bravo on the El Rey organization show series Bullfighter. He also played Paco Contreras on the ABC crime drama series Wicked City and Rev 9 in the movie Terminator Dark Fate. Next, we have Merle Dandridge as Marlene. Then there is Merle Dandridge, an American actress and singer who is best known for her roles in Broadway musicals like Once on This Island, Jesus Christ Superstar, Spam-A-Lot, and Rent. She is also well known for her roles as Marlene in The Last of Us and The Last of Us Part 2, and Alex Vance in Half-Life 2. Then finally, we have Kevon Woodard as Sam. One of the newcomers in the industry will portray Sam, and it's none other than Kevon Woodard. We can't wait for what the actor has in store for us. In other related news, HBO's The Last of Us is almost ready to release this popular father-daughter duo from the video game into a live-action adaptation. HBO is betting on the popularity of Naughty Dog's zombie adventure series with its adaptation of The Last of Us through 2 games, an expansion, and a few comics, putting Pedro Pascal in the lead role of Joel and bringing Craig Mazin from Chernobyl on board as showrunner gave the upcoming series a greater air of prestige than it would have had just by being an HBO drama and based on one of the most popular PlayStation franchises. While this was always going to be the case for an adaptation of the series, hiring Mazin from Chernobyl as showrunner added even more prestige. The Last of Us, like the original 2013 video game, is a post-apocalyptic road trip with Ellie and Joel. The duo travel across the country to a safe zone where Ellie can help find a cure for a deadly disease that has turned a lot of the world into monstrous zombies. Yet, the series isn't about to be a straight-up variation. It intends to enhance existing characters such as Nick Offerman's Bill and introduce new ones such as actors Graham Greene and Ashley Johnson who play Ellie in the game. Additionally, it intends to incorporate elements of Ellie's past that were previously investigated in the Left Behind DLC for the first game, which focuses primarily on her friend Riley. Despite the cheesiness of using a dark cover for Take On Me, the most recent trailer for The Last of Us looks a lot like other HBO series trailers do. Beyond satisfying Neil Druckmann, the game's director, what it ultimately contributes to Naughty Dog's franchise will be more interesting to see. And in even more recent news, the HBO adaptation of The Last of Us closely resembles the original PlayStation video game, as evidenced by new comparison images created by fans. The Last of Us adaptation on HBO closely resembles the original video game, as evidenced by brand new comparison images created by fans, closely following the remainder of Us's most recent trailer. Discharge fan account HBO's The Last of Us shared a progression of pictures that contrast stills from the trailer with scenes from the first computer game. The images suggest a faithful television adaptation due to the striking similarities between the two versions. So, what else is confirmed for the show that was derived from the game? The Last of Us show is expected to be a high-quality adaptation of the game because it was developed by Neil Druckmann, a co-director of the original game, and Craig Mazin, a self-described superfan. Photos and videos of The Last of Us's sets during its lengthy production revealed the meticulous recreation of video game environments and characters. Numerous fan-favorite characters and scenes from the original game include Joel's daughter. Sarah's heartbreaking opening scene in The Last of Us have been faithfully recreated in stunning detail in the latest trailer and early promotional materials. However, based on Druckmann and Mazin's recent remarks at CCXP 2022 and the most recent trailer, The Last of Us will feature brand new characters and plot twists. Druckmann disclosed that the game's cut content has been incorporated into the series, and Mazin, the show's creator, promised mind-boggling new story elements. Marlon, a survivor played by Graham Greene who lives in Wyoming with his wife Florence, is a brand new character created especially for HBO's The Last of Us. In addition, the most recent trailer for Last of Us shows Frank, a character who was discovered to be dead in the game. The original game's iconic story will be faithfully retold, but there appears to be sufficient new content to keep returning fans of the franchise surprised. The Last of Us series is set to proceed with a pattern of value computer game transformations following the progress of Sonic the Hedgehog and Unfamiliar. Fans will soon be able to see how faithful The Last of Us is to the original video game because the HBO premiere date is just over a month away. With that, we're wrapping up today's video on HBO's The Last of Us. What are your thoughts so far about this upcoming series? Let us know in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on for more videos like these.